I know there is anxiety about the Russian exercise Zapad that will take place. The exercise is in September. Deployment begins in August. So I would call on the Russians to lower the anxiety through transparency, for the Russians to invite media to participate, to see that exercise the way that the West, the way that NATO invites media to observe everything that we do. I would imagine that nobody here has ever been invited to a Russian exercise. So I would encourage the Russians to invite media, invite observers, more than just the minimum required by the Vienna Protocol, but in the spirit of transparency and stability, to invite more transparency for what they're doing, and I think that would lower some anxiety.
U.S. troops.
Secondly, I anticipate that the nations will want to have a unified posture that is seen as professional, ready, but not provocative. Almost business as usual, just like NATO forces are always ready. We're strong, professional, disciplined, but not in something that would be seen as provocative or mirroring a Russian exercise. I think that'll be very important.
Tai didiname karių skaičių, stipriname savo gynybinius pajėgumus, plečiame karinę ir mokymo infrastruktūrą, geriname parengtį ir veiksmų suderinamumą su sąjungininkais ir taip pat rengėme kariuomenės rezervą, vykdydami šaukimą į būtinąją krašto apsaugos tarnybą.
3 years ago, the last American tank in Europe left. We did not think we even needed tanks in Europe anymore because we saw Russia as a partner. With Russia's invasion of Ukraine and illegal annexation of Crimea, their other activities, obviously we realized we had to bring armor back to Europe for deterrence. The same thing is true for air and missile defense. We thought we saw the threat was one thing. Now we see how the Russians have used UAVs, for example, in the Donbass and in Syria. So we're having to do what's necessary to address that also.
Girdėjau, kad nenorite buvo šventė. Kas? Girdėjau, kad buvo nenorite šventė.
Matysite.